Hey, what's going on everyone? Welcome your faces to a review video today where we're going to be reviewing Destiny 2 on the PlayStation 4. So I've had a good time to play this game now over the last month or so, and I have done a lot of it. I put over 50 hours into this game. Not compared to some who've put in nearly like 200 hours, and I'm still obviously still a scrub with it and only got 50 hours. But some people still might classify that as sad, but you know what, I call them scrub hours, I do. But it's enough to review this game. So we're going to be just talking about the basic premise of the game, the story mode and all that stuff, and comparing it to Destiny 1. So obviously Destiny 1 story mode didn't really have a story. Everyone just felt kerfuffled when they first played Destiny 1. I was like, what the hell did we just play? It didn't really feel like a story. It just felt like it was like... It didn't feel like it was going anywhere. It just felt over the place. And I felt like that when playing Destiny 1. I was a bit... I liked it. I was like, okay, cool, I'm shooting monsters. I like that side of it. But the story side of it didn't really have you kind of engage with the PvE side of stuff. It's kind of like, okay, I like this and that. But the story wasn't there, which we were hoping for. But when you're coming into Destiny 2, you can definitely tell this is the game they wanted to make in Destiny 1. And this is something that a lot of people don't know with Destiny 1. That when it came to releasing the game and all that stuff, when it come close to launch, it did. Apparently, one of the guys who wrote the script and wrote half the game took over 50% of the game with him. 50% of the game with him, and walked out. And he could do that because he owned the game and all that stuff. He made it, and he walked out, and that's why Destiny was such a shambles. And obviously, when it got to, I'd say, the Taken King, I felt like that was the game they wanted to make, that kind of universe, and everything they wanted with it, and story and all that stuff. With the DLCs, got better and better and better. So that's why when you're playing like just the standalone game, the campaign was a bit because they took 50% of the story with them, and it was like a really big shambles, and it felt freaking confusing as hell. But when it comes to Destiny 2, the story throughout of it, from the beginning to the end, the story is incredible. I won't be going into the details of the story and all that stuff, but obviously I'll give you the basic premise. You'll obviously starting up, continuing on from Destiny 1. You are the Light, you're like one of the main guardians, and the Light is your power. Then this bad guy comes along and he takes the Light and sucks it all away, and everyone thinks that's it. He destroys this tower and it's like there's no more light. The Guardians can no longer be functional without the Light. So it's the character you're playing, the Guardian, goes out and restores the Light for himself only, because he finds it somewhere. I'm not going to go into spoilers and all that stuff, but he gets his Light back, sort of thing, and you're like, oh, that's pretty cool. Okay. And it kind of gradually goes on, and you just, as the story's unfolding, the characters are really intriguing. The planets you're going to really links with the story, and overall, a story mode is fantastic. It's very followable, I don't know what the word is, but it's really engaging, and it makes you just want to play more and more of it. And I thoroughly did enjoy the campaign. The story was absolutely breathtaking. I loved it, and when I go to the end I was like, I need the DLC now. I need more of this story. So the story is definitely something is fixed in this one. So if you're thinking about getting Destiny 2 but you're a bit like I'm not really sure with the story of Destiny 1, don't worry about it. The story is worth it. A lot of people were on the fence about it, but the story definitely gives you in this one, so don't worry about that at all. But then moving into the general, obviously the basic premises, you get your 3 classes. So you got your Hunter, you got your Warlock, and your Warlock, Hunter, your Titan. So you got your 3 classes. I was hoping maybe they would add a few more other classes, but obviously they're stuck with 3. Maybe with the DLCs when they come out, they might secretly like, oh, here goes here's another class. Maybe they might do that, because some other games have done that where you've only had basic classes, but when it comes to DLC drops, they've chucked in maybe one more. Maybe that could be a thing, might get added. And then when obviously they've gotten some new abilities for them classes as well. So with, say, you're playing Hunter, for example. He's got a new ability, but it still has the old abilities from the last games as well. So you can select your subclass type depending on which one. You get 3 per character, I believe. I've only played Warlock at the moment, and my Warlock has 3 different types. So I imagine for each character it has 3 different types, which I do like that. So you can change your ability for each one, and I did like that a lot, with that option, because you can mix it up a little bit, because you're a bit bored of this special ability, you want to mix it up with that, so it keeps it interesting there. The guns is absolutely fantastic. I really do like the guns. The guns really work with the game in this one, and you can retell. Like, I've got this one gun where it's 5 bursts per round, well, per load you fire out, and it's fantastic. You got some guns on the game where obviously you're going to be like, it doesn't suit your kind of style of play, so you got to really grind it out, find that gun that really suits you, and keep that gun, and make sure you don't lose it. Don't do what I did when I was playing it. I accidentally got rid of one gun which I was really OP with, and I ended up with a shitty pistol, and I was like, I don't really like this pistol, it's not my kind of style of playing, and just shooting pistols and just like, yay, this is not fun at all. So make sure you do keep your guns which really suit your kind of style of playing of a Destiny. So that's really good. The shooting, the characters are really good. The guns work with obviously your style of play, but in general, like gameplay, when it comes to it, the PvE is definitely really good when it comes to, say, like when you're doing the public events. It can get a bit tends to be a bit repetitive sometimes, but if you're doing it with your friends, it's really fun, because you can turn it to like heroic events and all that stuff, so you can make it more, obviously more difficult, but if you've got your friends with you, it's a bit more fun. If you're doing it on your own, doing the public events, it can be very frustrating. Pretty much 80% of the time I can't get them done if I'm on my own, if I'm doing something like heroic event. But if you're doing a public event with people, like random people, or with your friends, they're really enjoyable, and they're not as frustrating. So they're really cool, and they're updated on your general, say, like your map of the area every couple of minutes. So say once you've done one public event, another one will pop up and go, oh, go to this location, and where you got say this map, you can fast travel between points of the map, so you can get around quickly. You don't have to rely on your Sparrow to get you around. You can literally go, oh right, the public event's here and the fast travel's here, so I can just go to there. It's quicker, so you don't need to worry about go down here to up there. You can literally go there to there. It's way quicker. I really like the fast travel kind of thing as well. And obviously when you don't have to go to orbit now, which is also another fantastic thing, you can pretty much just go boom boom sword, and you don't need to worry about orbit. But that's a fantastic feature, cutting out that middleman, and you just go boom boom straight into thing, and don't have to go to orbit every single freaking time, because that was so annoying on Destiny 1. And everyone was like, what's the freaking point of this? No one likes this. And they fixed that, and they did announce it. It's like, hey, in one of their game press conferences, going, you don't need to return to orbit every time, and everyone just went, yes. And I was one of them. I was over the moon with that, and so that's definitely one thing that's been improved on. The PvE side of stuff, obviously the monsters are fantastic. Some of them can be agitating little shits, but they're kind of agitating because they're just little scrawny little things, and you just got to try and get them at the right time and all that stuff. Definitely would say be careful if you do go pick up the game. There's this one particular monster, well, little shits I call them, to person myself, who they kind of like hug themselves like that, and they have like their heads explodes and it damages you. So be very careful of them when you do pick up the game. You will see them, but you're getting your warning now, because I did not know they were going to be in the game. And so be aware of them. Definitely be aware of them. But when it comes to, say, like doing the strikes are very good. The strikes are very good in this one. There is a kind of a mixture feeling with this. I like when you do the strikes, it's rotational. Well, it's at random. It's at random. It could be the same map. It could be a different map each time. I've played strikes a couple of times where it's been the same map 3 times in a row. That's the only one thing I have with the strikes, which I did not like too much. But other than that, I really do like the strikes on this one. The good length as well, so you could, if you're like one of them people like speed running them, it has a timer, it tells you on how long, and if you like set yourself challenges, the strikes are very good. It's like for me, I was like the first time playing it, it took me half an hour, but as I gradually played it more, and especially when I was playing it, I think it's like I played it 3 or 4 times back to back, we gradually got faster, faster, faster and faster. So that's a cool little thing if you're into that kind of speed running kind of thing. You want to try to get the strikes done quicker. So I think my fastest time on one of the maps was like 16 minutes is the quickest I've done a strike. So I was over the moon with that. So that's pretty cool. I can basically speed run if I wanted to, which I did like a lot. But I feel like how they can improve that maybe is maybe adding like you can select which strike you want to do and stuff like that. But also I know they got the Nightfall. Nightfall is really good. You definitely need a core players to do the Nightfall. If you try solo man in it, you got no chance at all. It's the same with the raid as well. If you're doing the raid, you need a solid 6 players. Don't 2-man it. I did try 2-man it, only literally to kind of see on like what the raid's going to be like. And it's difficult as shit. So you need to just have a good core 6 players in a clan or some 6 group of friends that you get on with. The raid's very difficult. And it takes a lot of hours. So if you like your hours worth of grinding, the raid's definitely the thing. The strike's definitely worth doing it. The PvE side of it's really good, and obviously the PvP as well is fantastic. It's the same as Destiny 1, where they've cut down, say, from 5 players to 4 players. The maps are a little bit more smaller, so it's easier to control, get around a bit quicker, and obviously it's that typical kind of like feeling when playing it. It reminds me of Halo. Obviously Bungie made Halo 3, so it's kind of has that feel. It's like, oh, it feels like I'm playing a Halo game. It's absolutely fantastic, and I really like that about the PvP on Destiny. And with it on Destiny 1, it was all about your level and all that stuff, but this time it's about how you use your gun. Your light level does not mean absolutely shit all in Destiny 2 now. It's all about how you use your gun and having the accuracy and everything like that. So that's very, very important to have in a Destiny 2 this year. Like I was just saying, when you find that gun, keep it, don't lose it. If you do well with it, keep it. Honestly, it really does help when it comes to PvP, because I literally have that gun, one gun now for PvP. Other than that, I have another gun for PvE. So definitely suggest maybe finding yourself a couple of guns that work for you and keeping them, and maybe if you don't even use them all the time, it's worth having. It's always worth having them. So overall, this game would be really good. You could definitely put a lot of hours into it. You've got 3 classes that you could do. Obviously your Warlock, your Titan and your Hunter. I've done my Warlock so far, but a lot of my friends have done the Titan and the Hunter, and they've put in, like I said, nearly 200 hours worth on this game. So this game does have a lot of playable to it, a lot of grinding to it. So if you like your grinding kind of games, this is the perfect game for you. Especially if you're someone who likes the idea of grinding but doesn't really like doing grinding. But where I love my shooters, it pays off very well in this game, which I absolutely love. So I will probably put more hours into it. I'm either playing Destiny 2 at the moment or Rainbow Six Siege. So it's kind of like 2 hours of Destiny here, doing a lot of grinding, getting that light level up, and just kind of chipping away at that number, chipping away. It's a game that you could really dig your teeth into and spend hours and hours and hours and hours trying to get loot, trying to improve your character, but maybe sometimes walk away with absolutely squat all. There's one guy who I follow on Twitter, spent a week trying to get from, I think it was 290 to 300, and he literally went up two light levels, and he was doing nightfalls, he was doing strikes, and he barely got nowhere. But you gotta have some weeks where you do really good, sometimes you do really bad, but it depends on how much you grind on the game, how much loot you get, and it has a lot of playable ability to it. But like I said, I definitely suggest it's a game that you should play with your friends. If you're playing on your own, it might get a little bit dull, but if you're playing with a good core players, like 2 or 3 of you, you're going to enjoy it. But if you've got more of you, more better, because then you can do the raid. But overall, this game, I'm comparing to Destiny 1. I think I give Destiny 1, I'll say it for me, for the playable and all that stuff, I think I gave that game, I'd say it was like a solid, I think when it came out, I'm going to say I said it was like an 8 out of 10, but if I was to review it now, I'd give that game maybe a 6 out of 10. a 6 out of 10 now compared to Destiny 2. But this one is definitely a solid 9 out of 10. Solid 9 out of 10. There's a few little things I'd like to see tweaked, maybe like the strikes and all this stuff. But a solid 9 out of 10 in this game. I definitely highly suggest getting it. Like, definitely get it if you've got a friend who's got it or who's thinking about getting it. It's more enjoyable with a friend if you're playing it on your own. It's good, but it does get to a certain point where you just stop slowing down. It's more fun when you're playing it with a friend, so you can grind out together and stay up until 4 in the morning, and that's where you get them good memories of a game. So definitely a solid 9 out of 10 from me. Close to a 10 out of 10. But not close enough with 1 or 2 things. But if you did enjoy, people, make sure you leave a like on the video. Don't forget to subscribe. Let me know in the comments down below, what did you think of this review? It's my second time doing a review of Destiny 2, but I'm going to be doing some like newer games as well. So I don't know which newer games I'm going to be getting, but when I do get them, I will do a review sharing my thoughts and give you my personal review of the game. So make sure you do hit that subscribe button and hit the ding dong, that bell thing, to be notified when there's a new video live on the channel with my new review. But guys, thank you all for watching today. Have yourself a fantastic day, and I'll see you very soon with my new review video, which will be very soon. Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye.